Hey guys, Matt here. This is my review of The Place Beyond the Pines. This movie is directed by Derek Sanfranz, who previously directed Blue Valentine, and the movie stars Ryan Gosling, Eva Mendes, and Bradley Cooper. Now, since this movie doesn't really have a plot to it, it's more or less just the story of three people and their lives, let me get into that. The movie is split up into three parts, or three acts. First act is about Ryan Gosling and Eva Mendes and how he's a motorcycle stuntman who gets Eva Mendes pregnant, so he tries to provide for his new family by robbing banks. The second part is about Bradley Cooper and his life as a policeman. And the third part is about Bradley Cooper and Ryan Gosling's children and how they grow up and the paths that they take. Now, I want to say this movie was thrilling and it was action-packed, it was fast-paced, but this movie really wasn't, folks. It was a drama. It was a drama that dragged on for far too long. It also doesn't help that when you have a movie like Place Beyond the Pines with a runtime of about 2 hours and 20 minutes, the only good part, the only interesting part, the only engaging part, the only exciting part is the first half hour of the movie, which is Ryan Gosling's character and all of the people involved with it. After that, the movie goes from kind of slow to incredibly slow. Not to take anything away from Bradley Cooper and the characters involved with his story, including actors like Ray Liotta and Rose Byrne, but you don't care about anyone else in the movie. Their characters aren't really fleshed out. There's no liking aspect to them. You just don't care. You just want to get good again. But unfortunately, the only good parts, if you can even call it that, are at the end of the movie in the third story, at the end of that one. It's like once you start to care about these people, and once you think, okay, now it's going to get good, it changes on you. Just like Cloud Atlas, I feel like this whole movie should have been one of the individual stories, and they should have been interconnected, and they should have flowed better. Instead, we got one story about one character. Okay, we're going to change it on you. Second character, oh, we're going to kind of throw in things from the first story, but not so much. We're going to give you a boring story. And the third one is a story you should be invested in because it's about their children and their future. But even that's not that interesting. So for rating a 1 to a 5, I'm going to give Place Beyond the Pines a 2. Because of all the supporting cast that, should have made this movie good and better, Ben Mendelsohn from Ryan Gosling's story was the only one that did that. He was really good in this. He was better in this than he was in Killing Him Softly. So I would rent this movie. I wouldn't rush out to see it unless you're a diehard Ryan Gosling fan. Then again, this movie is necessarily not the one for you. So until next time, guys, see ya.